Alright folks, are you ready to continue our dark adventure where we left off? So let's go then. After cutting down waves of relentless demons, the massive gates before me creak open, and there she is, Beatrice. Her soul writhes in agony, trapped by the darkness that holds her. I rush to her, desperate to help, but she only looks at me with sorrow in her eyes. But she just said, Why didn't you keep your promise? Before I can answer, she vanishes once more, ascending out of reach, leaving me with nothing but guilt and unanswered questions. In a fleeting memory, I remember the oath I made to her to remain pure, to stay faithful, to resist temptation during the Crusades. But, well, let's just say things didn't exactly go as planned. With renewed determination, I press forward. Demons continue to claw at me, their screams blending with Beatrice's distant voice echoing through the halls.
Dante, don't give up. If you love me, you won't give up.
Pleading, save me, Dante. Don't give up on me. But is it really her? Or just another cruel trick of hell? After an exhausting battle with a monstrous foe, I find myself face to face with a figure draped in shadows, Vergil, the great poet himself. He claims he was summoned by a woman to guide me through these cursed lands, hinting that I have a friend on the wrong path. Whatever that means, I take him at his word. After all, in a place like this, any help is better than none. With his guidance, I begin to understand the horrors that await me, layer by layer. We arrive at the infamous Acheron River, the very boundary between the living and the damned. The tormented souls wail as they drift along its dark waters, and the air grows thick with despair. Vergil warns me of the boatman who ferries souls across these waters, Charon, the eternal guide to the underworld. And of course, I wouldn't be Dante if I didn't demand answers. I ask him to take me to Beatrice. Does he listen? Of course not. Instead, he initiates the crossing, leaving me with no choice but to fight my way through. With every strike, my rage grows, and soon enough, I'm facing the ferryman himself. After a brutal battle and some creative problem solving, I do what any logical warrior would do. I rip his head clean off. Yeah, he won't be taking any fares anytime soon. And with that, we press on toward our next destination, Limbo. Vergil explains that Limbo is home to those who committed no real sin, yet never found salvation. Sounds harmless enough, right? Wrong. Because among the lost souls, we encounter something far more unsettling: unbaptized infants. Tiny, terrifying, and filled with rage, they attack without hesitation, their twisted forms a haunting reminder of innocence lost. Battling through these nightmarish figures, I question Vergil's nature. Are you alive? I ask. His response is chilling. I once lived under Augustus' rule, in an era of false gods and fleeting glory. Well, that clears that up, sort of. Deeper into Limbo, I come face to face with Minos, the judge of the dead, a towering beast coiled in endless rings. He determines the fate of every soul with a mere flick of his tail. But today, it's his own fate that's at stake. Our battle as relentless chains fly, the ground trembles, and his thunderous roars shake the very foundations of Limbo. But in the end, he falls, trapped by his own infernal device. Justice served? Perhaps. With Minos defeated, the path to deeper, darker sins lies open before me. But what awaits beyond Limbo? And how much darker can this journey get? There's only one way to find out. Stay with me, and let's continue descending into the depths of hell itself.